So instead of trying to be perfect, just make progress. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Toni S Brown and I'm a personal brand strategist and designer. I help women executives and entrepreneurs build personal brands so that they can increase their impact, influence, and income. Today we're diving into a topic that no one seems to want to talk about, and since it is Mental Health Awareness Month, I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to talk about the mental health aspects of personal branding. So if you've ever felt stressed, overwhelmed, or feel like you're losing yourself while you're building your brand, you're not alone. I want to unpack some of these ideals that are rarely discussed in personal branding and share how you can protect your peace while growing your presence. Let me ask you something. Have you ever scrolled through someone's social media and started to compare yourself? You think that their highlight reel is really their life, and then it's left you looking at your own like, am I really doing enough? Like, that is part of a mental health challenge that really affects all of us, creatives, entrepreneurs, and especially when you're building your personal brand, because it can seem like a personal attack against you. So that's why we're going to talk about that today. And I know for me, I have definitely felt that way. I've compared myself. I have had imposter syndrome, felt like I absolutely did not belong in this space, especially since I have a corporate background. I don't have a design background. I am a self-taught designer, self-taught everything when it comes to my business. And at times I have felt like I don't belong in my space. So I'm not even talking at you. I am with you on this journey. And that's why I wanted to talk about this topic of mental health, especially in branding, because when you're putting yourself out there, you're opening yourself up to not even everybody else's criticism. A lot of times we are our own worst critics. So first, let's talk about that pressure to be perfect. Now, I am a self-proclaimed perfectionist. And I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to show up with excellence. You feel like you are not enough. And so you're looking at people, whether it's on social media and you're networking and you're trying to show up in your day-to-day life. And it feels like there's a constant pressure for you to be on, for you to always be polished and put together. And it really can leave you exhausted. And just a little secret about even today. So I work from home like a lot of us that have businesses that are entrepreneurs, and I hardly ever wear makeup. I wear makeup twice a week. But when I am on camera, I have to have on makeup. Now, I don't know if that's being a perfectionist, but for me, I have to operate in excellence. I don't want to show up in a bonnet looking like a skeleton. I at least want to put some life in my face. So that's a little bit different than just want to show up and looking your best. But the truth about perfectionism is a myth. And you hear it so many times, and we know that we're imperfect. No matter how many pictures you see online of polished makeup, perfect hair, the best outfits, even on magazine covers, you see celebs with the perfect body. That is fake, y'all.
That is fake, y'all. That is fake, y'all.
That is fake. There is nobody that is that perfect. But it's one thing about connecting with people based on being perfect versus being authentic. Okay. So when you're authentic, that's not a facade. So instead of trying to be perfect, just make progress. Just do your best.
I'll do the best I can with what I got. Oh!
The next thing that we're going to talk about that affects our mental health, especially when you're building your personal brand, is comparison culture. Okay, it's so easy to fall into the trap of comparing yourself to somebody else. So you look at somebody's day 100 and compare it to your day 1. Like, those two things just don't match. It makes it seem like people are just doing so well on social media, but what you're only seeing the outcome. You're not seeing what they had to go through to even get there. The 10 years of hustle, bustle. You have not seen that. So Comparing yourself to somebody else is really taken away from your talents, your strength, your goodness. You have your own qualities that people are drawn to. What is for you, and what's for them is for them. You don't have to compare yourself to anybody at all. Like Beyonce says, you're one of one, okay? So comparing yourself to other people, especially when you're building your brand, that can definitely take a toll on your mental health. So instead of comparing yourself to other people, why not just focus on your own journey? Think about where you've come from. Use that to build your confidence. Celebrate your own wins, whether they're big or small. Okay, case in point, I just opened up my online store and I was afraid to do it because I tried it years ago and it didn't work. I didn't make any sales, but I opened it last Friday and I made my first sale and it was $20 and I was like, yes. So I am going to celebrate that win. The path that you're taking is yours alone. Nobody else can replicate that. So focus on your own journey. Let us not forget about burnout. You all, and I'm going to speak for myself too, we fall into the trap of doing too much. You're running on empty. You're trying to be all the things for all the people, but you don't have anything left for yourself. You have to fill up your own cup before you can fill up somebody else's cup. You might feel like if you stop, you are getting behind. But imagine what it looks like if because of burnout, you have a stroke or a heart attack or you get sick. You're really going to be falling behind. So it is very important for you to set boundaries and have standards and rest. So that's the thing. Get some rest. Take a nap. Take a vacation. Take a day off. You're building your business. You work hard and you deserve it. And so when you're building your personal brand, I know Nipsey said it, but it is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Who are you chasing? Who is chasing you? You don't have to move like you are a hamster on a wheel because you're going to be doing all the things, get nowhere, and then burn out. Schedule your breaks, delegate your tasks, and create boundaries that protect your mental health. So for example, for me, I don't work on Wednesdays. Now, it might seem like a small thing, but I look forward to that day of self-care or relaxation for myself. So you work for yourself. You're an entrepreneur. Why are you working like you're an employee and you have to put PTO in for your own self? Okay, rest. Finally, let's address the elephant in the room, imposter syndrome. The thing is that most successful people deal with this. You look at top people in your field or even in other fields, and if you think that they're 100% confident about everything that they do all the time, that would be false. It's definitely natural to doubt yourself when you're stepping into a new zone of genius or when you are stepping into a bigger version of your life. It's like, who am I to qualify for these things and for this opportunity? Well, why not? You've worked hard, you've gotten to where you are, and there is no need to feel like you don't belong. That is something that will eat away at your mental health and it will increase your anxiety. And I am not a therapist or anything like that at all, but I have seen what imposter syndrome can do to people. And instead of that, remind yourself why you started. Think about the people that you have impacted and the value that you bring. You don't have to be perfect to inspire others. You just have to be real and authentic. So the next time you start thinking about, I don't belong in this space, what am I doing here? They're better than me. They're dressed better than me. Take a step back and celebrate your own self. Think about your value, the impact that you make. And so the thing is that personal branding is powerful, but it is not worth sacrificing your mental health. Remember that in order to even build your personal brand, you do have to be the best version of yourself because you become the asset. It's important to build your personal brand, yes, but not at the cost of your mental health. And so for you, if you want to share, what mental health challenges have you faced while building your brand? Or just flip it on the positive side, how have you taken care of your mental health while you have been building your brand? I would love to know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and remember, your brand is your power. Use it wisely. I'll see you in the next video.